Yo, a new California bill allows a non-parent or not even a family member to act as a child's caregiver. Um, they giving them the right to enroll them in school or even authorize medical care without contacting the actual parent or even the actual family member. They're saying the premise of this is in case a child gets separated from their family due to Trump's mass deportation program. But as I have pointed out in several of my shows, Gavin Newsom is a vampire, and the immaculate hair is a spiritual illusion used by the undead. And what better way to keep bunch of fresh humans around, either to drain, to eat on, or to drain of their adrenochrome? And yo, should I even talk about adrenochrome? What is adrenochrome actually? Well, adrenochrome is a chemical compound produced by the oxidation of adrenaline. So, conspiracy theories say that Hollywood elitists torture children to harvest adrenochrome from their blood, which they either drink or inject in order to stay youthful, right? Yeah, I told you, YouTube. Gavin's a vampire. That's it. That is it. My name is Marcus Russell. This is the Marcus Russell Show. The bill is called the Family Preparedness Plan Act. The Family Preparedness Plan Act, which is kind of a misleading title because it literally allows people who are not in your family to, all they got to do is download a form too. It's so simple. You just download a form, you self proclaim yourself as the child's caretaker. Now, not only that, but the bill makes it so the parents can't even, press charges on you later on. You can't. There's no liability. Who writes these bills? I feel like child traffickers wrote these bills themselves. It is crazy, yo. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let's get right to the video.
Well, activists are warning that California's latest attempt to Trump-proof their state could end up being a child trafficker's dream. The state Senate is holding a hearing on that bill today, and it would allow non-family members to act as a child's caregiver, and that person can even enroll a child in school or authorize medical care without contacting the child's parent. Joining us now is attorney and California mother of four, Elizabeth Barco-Hanna. Elizabeth, thanks so much for joining the program this morning.
Good morning, Lawrence. Thank you.
So when I look at this bill, just at face value, this seems really stupid. What do you make of it?
Well, the bill is called the Family Preparedness Plan Act, and the intent of the bill, which most people may agree with, is to plan for the continuity of care of a minor whose parents become suddenly unavailable because they are subject to detainment or deportation proceedings. The problem, though, is that even though this is the intent of the bill, that intention doesn't make it into the amendments to the statute itself. So it's not limited to that situation. And as a result, it applies to any child, not only California children, but a child that is brought in by a trafficker, for example, from another state. And that trafficker then is able to download this form. It's a caregiver's affidavit form, which currently under California law, only a relative could become this caregiver that takes guardianship over the child, can enroll them in school, can pick them up, drop them off, and consent to their school-related medical needs, including mental health care, by the way.
Yeah.
So now, with this bill, it expands it to any adult who's not related to the child, who has what the statute says, a familial or mentorship relationship, which is undefined. It basically means any adult can self-attest to their own authorization to take guardianship over any minor child. And when they present this form to the school or to a healthcare provider, the school or healthcare provider is entitled to rely on the form, which again, nobody has, double checked that this adult, this caregiver that is self-attesting is safe for the child. They can rely on the form with no further duty to inquire, and they are shielded from liability from the parents after the fact. And the most egregious thing on this form is that the caregiver has the option to say that they tried to contact the parent and the parent authorized it, or they were unable to contact the parent. And so without parental notification, consent, background check, any guardrails, this adult that's not related to the child, can basically take control over anyone's child. Anyone's child.
It's unbelievable that
Yo, well, if you didn't know how to child traffic a human in America, you do now. You do now. All you got to do is go to California. Who writes these bills? I'll tell you, vampires. That's right, YouTube. Vampires write these damn bills. As I have proven with months and months of scientific research, Governor Gavin Newsom has already turned so much of the West Coast into the undead. It's clearly too late. Now they want to basically make it legal to smuggle children. That is crazy. Democrats have a history of taking our messed up reality and capitalizing and then saying it's for us. You know what I'm saying? We need a bill to protect the children, but the bill allows someone to simply download a form and then self proclaim that they're this child's caretaker. You know what I mean? That doesn't protect the children. Now, check out the deportation thing. It's horrible. It's disgusting, and it's making us all look bad as Americans. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's ugly, especially the way that it's separating families from children, and thousands and thousands of children were separated from families during the Obama and the Biden era, but nobody pretty much said nothing about them. I've seen them little kids in deportation court, and it's embarrassing. But the problem is America, we have a dark secret of like perversion within Hollywood's and even the global elites. And this is something that's been whispered since before I was born. It's not new. Um, not it's not new to sell your soul for money, and casting couches. That's the Harvey Weinstein's, the pagan rituals, the freaky kid stuff. Now they making child trafficking legal. Like really, literally. Babylon. They go. California's trying to turn itself into Babylon. I swear to God, for the people, for the people, and it's only because, like I've said, Gavin Newsom's a vampire. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. Yo, tell me what you think in the comments. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Until next time, peace.